What's up, guys? In today's video, girl, oh honey, does anybody watch Deluxe? No? He cracks me up with his intro. I love it. But anyway, so today we have a makeup tutorial on this blue glitter look. I decided at the end of this video because I do the outro before I film the intro. But we're gonna start this color of the month thing. Like, I'll probably do more than one tutorial a month, especially with the Makeup for Dummies series beginning pretty soon. We're gonna do a color of the month makeup tutorial because if you follow me on Instagram, then you know my color changes every month. It's just my little feed aesthetic. And for June, it is azul. You know, this June it'll probably be something different next June. But anyway, so this June we have blue, and I created this look to jump off the month, and I just really fell in love with it. And I used a whole bunch of Nine.Twenty-Nine products, which is my cosmetics, I guess, line cosmetics products. So I'm really proud of it, and I just wanted to create a look, and I just happened to use a whole bunch of my stuff. So here we are. I did a poll on Instagram. Did we want a full-blown YouTube tutorial or a Instagram lit tutorial? Pretty much the votes were like half and half, damn near. So we just did both. So here is the full face tutorial using some new products too. Not all my products. Like, we have some new foundation. We have a new concealer. What else we have new? Anyway, we'll get into it. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching.
A little bit of Anastasia for these bitch ass hoes. My highlights fucking popping.
So, got the brows on. We done put whatever, what is this called? The shadow base on one eye, and the shadow base that I'm using is the Louise base. I don't know what shade this is because I think she came up with the shades after this initial launch, and this is from the initial launch. It's pretty much like a white. So, yeah, you just want to put some of that up, and I'm using a Morphe 167 brush. It's a flat shadow brush. I believe the one she uses is a MAC 252, but none of my Macs had one. So I just use this brush, and the thing with this is that you don't set it with the powder, and to get the most bang for your buck, you just pat it on. You don't swipe it or drag it. Just pat, 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 pat. What I found with this shadow is that if I leave it like this, wherever I put my shadow, it's gonna have like a really defined line where I stopped it. So what I do is I go on with that same brush that I used to blend out my under eye concealer, and I just pat that across the top so it kind of like buffs it out. So when I lay my shadow down, it's not as harsh. Now I'll be using the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette on my 929 blending brush, and I'm going to take this teal shadow right here, that one, because these don't have names, and I'm going to toss that up in the crease. To get the most pigment out of your shadows, what I found is doing a tapping motion. So I'm going to tap this all over the crease area first, and when I get the color laid out like I like, then I'll go back through and do swirling motions to blend it out. Now that we have this pretty much blended out to our liking, I'm going to go in. You would think I would be using the blue, but no. We're going to use this purple shadow, this deep purple shadow right here. We're going to use the, who is this? This is a BH Cosmetic Pro 5 brush. It's like a slender blending brush. It's not as fluffy as like your typical blended brush. See how it comes up into this like kind of point. We're going to take that, because it's a little bit smaller, we're going to take that and put it directly in the crease and semi-wash it, blend it into this teal. But we don't want to take it too high because we don't want to lose the teal, but we want to take it high enough so when we cut our crease that it still can be seen. Okay, so you see how we have our blue fading into our teal. You can still see the teal. We don't need to really go back in. It's still right there. So now we are going to take our brush that we applied our base with and go in with the Louise base and maybe more than half, 3/4 cut this crease. So what's difficult for me with cutting creases, because my eyes are such different shapes, it's hard, and they kind of hood differently. It's hard for me to get them to cut evenly so that when I close my eyes they look even. Like when they're open, they cool. But when I close them, it'd be off. You want to try to make them as even as possible. I'm gonna try this trick that I saw in another video. Like, they put the concealer like kind of in the middle or somewhere. They put it at the lash line, but mine don't hood that much, so I'm just gonna put it right there. Like, that's about as far over as I'm gonna cut it. And then they did that, you know, picture, open their eye, and then it cuts it as high as you need to cut. So we're gonna see if this works. It makes them even. Doubt it will, but we know. All right, so you just keep picking up your product and cutting. That looks pretty good and even. Okay, for the trick. Now we're gonna take, I have 3 different shadow brushes because we're going to put 3 different colors on the eye. To get the pigment to apply as closely as it is into the palette, you want to use different brushes or use a instant brush cleaner like this one from Sephora that cleans your brushes so your shadows aren't mixing with one another. First, we're going to start with the 9.29 flat shadow brush, and we're going to take this light blue shade right here, and we're going to put that on the innermost corner of our eye. You're going to split this section into thirds. This little cutout section that you have, split it into thirds. So make sure you're applying each color evenly on each eye, because you're going to do 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, and blend it out into this situation, which we'll get to momentarily. So now we're going back in with that crease color, this deep teal shade, on just a regular e.l.f. what is this called? Yep, the e.l.f. shadow brush. And we're going to place that in the center of the lid. You want to take them, place it where you need it, and then where they meet, I kind of do this like pick up, drag type situation, so they just kind of blend together, and it's not like boom boom new color, you know. See how one just kind of gradually fades into the other? That's what we want. That's what we want. Now I'm going to take this matte black, pretty much navy blue. It's a lighter shade navy. This one's a little bit darker, so pretty much navy blue, and we're going to put that on the finishing edge of this cut out portion. We're not going to take it all the way to this outer corner. So we're going to put another color there. For the final lid color, we're going to take this shimmery, extra bright, is that considered cobalt? Cobalt blue, and toss that in the outer third. It's going to give it a little shimmer, a little bit more dimension, and finish, not finish, because we're going to lay some glitter on top. So throw that in the outer third. Before we put on glitter, I want my liner to lay as flat as possible without any like little bumps from the glitter sitting up under it. So we're going to take our NYX liquid matte black liner and give ourselves a little wing so we can fly off on them hoes. Oh, so next we'll be taking these 9.29 glitters. Email me to order. In Sky High, which is a light blue, Daydream, which is like a teal aquamarine blue, and then Denim, which is pretty much like a true blue. Super finely milled glitter pigments, and we're going to put those over the corresponding colors on our eye. And the glue that I'll be using is the TooFaced glitter glue. I feel like it lets my glitters live their best life. It shines the brightest, it doesn't make them murky, it dries efficiently, it stays put, it doesn't feel really heavy on my eyes. So make sure our liner is extra black. Now that we've laid our glitter down, we're going to go in with the black shade from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette and just go over your liner with a very small like detailing brush to make it its blackest black. also gives it a oomph of stay put power. Your liner lasts all day long. I put on my Lancome Pro Base Primer, and we're going to use 2 new foundations today. I mixed them when I initially did this look, so I'm just going to mix them again. I used the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade Chestnut. It's a little too red for me, so then I went ahead and mixed it with this new CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made. I actually think 450 will be my perfect shade, but of course I didn't have it in any of the stores here in Mirror. But these two together gave me a really good finish. I actually like the finish of both of them. If this one wasn't so red, it would probably be really, really good. And if this one, it pretty much, I haven't worn it alone, so I can't really say. I put this one on first, so I know what it looked like. I put this one, you know, mix it, so I can't really say. So I'm just going to put some of this on and blend it out with my Morphe M439 brush. We'll be using another new product, which is the Makeup Revolution Concealer. I really, really like this. Using 2 products to contour. I put on my powder. I use the Ben Nye Sienna powder. It's my summer baking powder. It's just a little less light. Blends better with the skin with my darker summer complexion. But I will be using 2 different products to contour per usual. I usually use the MAC Studio Fix powder to do the perimeter of my face and chisel it out. And then on my nose, because this one is so concentrated and so dark, I use the Black Radiance Ebony one, which is a lot softer, a little bit lighter, but still gets the nose snatched. The lashes I'll be using today are from my collection, the new collection that is not out yet. These are my 9.29 DramaMinx lashes. They're more dramatic styles, whereas the Minx collection is 5 different styles of the just natural lashes. They're good. They're not really gonna show for like looks like these. They're for your no makeup kind of days, or light, soft, flirty type eyes, not this dramatic eye. Your lashes will get lost in this look, but not with the new collection that will be dropping soon. So be on the lookout. Don't y'all just love my packaging? It's so cutie. Yeah, I'm geeked. We're going to go ahead and start finishing off the eyes. We're going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in Mildew. I'm not going to do any blush with this look. Or just not. So we're going to jump right into highlighter, and we're going to be doing the most with highlighter. So we're going to start with the ColourPop Avalon Super Shock Cheek highlighter. We're just going to apply that with our finger and then blend it out with a domed 9.29 brush. I really like this brush. It's different. I haven't really gotten it in any of my brush sets, but it's like a medium-sized domed brush that just really acts better than a finger and helps me blend out this highlight. You can also use it to blend out concealer, but I do apply it with my finger first. I just swirl in it a little bit, and then we're just going to dab on the highest point of our cheeks to get this highlight started. And I like using this highlight as a base for my powder highlights because I just feel like the powder just grips onto it and shines even more disrespectfully, you know, and I'm always here for a disrespectful glow. Okay, so to go over our cream highlight, and even though it's already, like, I love using this highlighter when I do my no makeup, I just use it by itself and it just gives me like that glow from within type sheen. But we're going extra, as you can tell. So we're going to use the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Amplified Bake highlighting palette. I saw this at Ulta and I just was so mesmerized and I loved it. We're going to be taking the shades Shady and Bird. So we're going to take that on this Morphe M310 brush and go ahead and highlight highest point of our cheeks, nose, bridge of nose, and maybe a little bit on the Cupid's bow. this is our completed look. This I'm just gonna call it the color of the month look. Yeah, the color of the month look. I feel like I'm gonna do a different tutorial every month. There will be a color of the month tutorial, and of course June's color of the month for IG is blue azul. So we're gonna start doing that. It's gonna make this a thing. I'm just starting all these new things on my channel. Let's see how long I keep it going though. That's the thing, consistency. So this is our completed color of the month June azul look. I hope you enjoyed it with all this pretty glitter and all my new 9.29 products. I'm so excited and proud of my little business baby. She's doing pretty good, and I just want her to grow and, you know, me to grow, continue to grow. Thank you also for supporting my channel and to continuing to support everything that I do. So yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe though. Let's do that. Should have said that at the beginning, but let's do that now. Boom, boom, boom. That subscribe. And yeah, so that's gonna be it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Stay true. Shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning.